Good morning, students. How are you doing? I really hope that you are all fine because I'm fine here. Today I'm so excited to talk about the types of drama. Yeah, maybe not all of you understand or probably know before I explain this that there are several types of drama. I'm going to start with the first one. Yeah. So there is one type of drama that we call as a serious theater. Yeah. As the name suggests, it is serious because it brings inspiration, yeah, just like tragedy, yeah, it brings a lofty feeling, yeah. We can identify the dramatic characters, yeah, the characters who are very special, yeah, like king, yeah, like noblemen, who happen to be having problem just like us ordinary human, yeah. And it also provide experience of intellectual challenge. What it means by intellectual challenge is that the story makes or force you to think, yeah. It also brings an experience of fright and horror, yeah. That's serious theater. Another characteristic of serious theater is that drama in this type, yeah, takes a thoughtful and sober attitude toward its subject matter. It means that you understand, yeah, the story very well, yeah, and you think about the story, you try to analyze the story, yeah. That's why it is called serious, yeah. So the drama in this type, yeah, puts the audience in a frame of mind, yeah, to think carefully about what it sees and to become involved with the characters on the stage. So you, as the audience, will love what the characters love, yeah. You will fear what they fear, and you will suffer what they suffer, yeah. That's the characteristic of serious theater. There are several genres of serious drama. Yeah, I will mention four of them. Yeah, the first one is called tragedy, heroic drama. The second one, yeah, the third one is domestic drama, and the last one is melodrama. Let's talk about tragedy. Yeah, one type of the serious drama. So tragedy. So you understand the word tragedy, right? So this story or any play with tragedy types ends in sad event, yeah, probably with death, yeah, for example, or with um, what is it, losing anything that the character or the characters have, yeah, in their life. In traditional tragedy, the characters usually king, yeah, or nobleman, yeah. And then the issue is usually about kingdom because they are living in the kingdom, yeah. And the central figures, yeah, in this traditional tragedy, yeah, they are caught in trouble, yeah. For example, King Oedipus by William Shakespeare, yeah. So it is an example of tragedy, yeah. I want you to take a look and browse for more information about uh, King Oedipus. Yeah, try to Google what is King Oedipus story and why do you think it is called tragedy. I'm gonna ask about this in the classroom later, right? Okay, another characteristic of tragedy is that um, tragedy asks the most basic question about human existence. Yeah. For example, this question like, why are people sometimes so cruel? Yeah. Why the world is so unjust? Do you know unjust? Unfair. Yeah. What are the limits man and woman can endure? Yeah. What are the possibilities of human achievement in the midst of the world's cruelty? To what height of courage, strength, generosity, and integrity can human being rise? Yeah, that's the question. Yeah. So, in tragedy, yeah, the story assumes that universe is indifferent or doesn't care, yeah, to what human concern, and universe is often seen as cruel. Yeah. Sometimes in the tragedy, the innocent, yeah, the someone who is good, yeah, the innocent appear to suffer, yeah, while the evil prosper, yeah. So tragedy can explain about how world can be so unfair, yeah. There are some subgenre of tragedy, yeah. So I just explained before about traditional tragedy, yeah. So in Greece, it happens around 500 before Christ. In England, around late 16th century to around early 17th century. And in the French, it's around 17th century. Yeah, there are examples of tragedy or traditional tragedy given. So if I previously mentioned about one story, yeah, from William Shakespeare, King Oedipus. Now there are other example. Yeah, it is called Antigone. Yeah, written by Sophocles, and also Medea, written by Euripides. Yeah, I want you to take a look later about what is the story about Antigone. Yeah, why do you think the story of Antigone is called a tragedy? Yeah, all right. The second subgenre of tragedy is a modern tragedy. Yeah. Oh, I'm still talking about traditional tragedy here. Yeah. So I just explained that traditional tragedy has several characteristics. Yeah, that the hero and heroine is a king or queen, yeah, or nobleman, not an ordinary person. Yeah. The characters for this traditional tragedy, for example, Antigone, yeah, Electra, Oedipus, Agamemnon, Creon, Orestes, yeah. These people are all members of the royal family, yeah. So the central figures of the play are caught in a series of tragic circumstances. Yeah, that's why it is called tragedy, yeah, because they are facing tragic circumstances. Yeah. And then after they are facing these tragic circumstances, yeah, the situation becomes irretrievable, meaning that you cannot avoid, or there is no turning back from the situation. There is no way out. Yeah, and then they have to go forward. Yeah, to meet this tragic fate. Yeah. And the hero and the heroine, yeah, they accept responsibility for his or her action. Yeah. And in tragedy, yeah, the story normally describe about how the hero and heroine show willingness, yeah, to suffer, that they have an immense capacity for suffering. Yeah. Whether the characters good people or bad people, they both can endure, yeah, this calamities and fight back. Yeah. And another characteristic of traditional tragedy that this written in verse. Yeah? So in one example that is given in the slide, yeah, for example, Sophocles' Oedipus the King, yeah, it is a tragic play which discusses the tragic discovery of Oedipus that he has killed his father and married his mother. Yeah. There is also another example which is very famous, like Romeo and Juliet, Hamlet, yeah, Medea and Antigone. This is all. These are all a traditional tragedy. Yeah. So what about modern tragedy? Yeah. So the difference between traditional tragedy and modern tragedy is that in modern tragedy, what is it? The characters, yeah, is not nobleman. Yeah, the characters is not king, not queen. Yeah, but the character just ordinary people. Yeah, and they try to fight for their life. Yeah, they try to survive in their life. So it's different from traditional tragedy. Yeah. So because it's ordinary people, it's not about kingdom issue. Yeah, it could be about real story about people, of real people. Yeah. For example, in modern tragedy, yeah, there is a play called Death of a Salesman. It's a tragedy, but it's set in modern times. Yeah, and there are also a few from The Bridge. Yeah, The Misfit, and David Mamet's. Yeah, they are modern tragedy. I want you to take a look to Death of a Salesman. Yeah. So I want you to see how Death of a Salesman is called a tragedy. Yeah. Try to look for in the internet. Yeah. And type Death of a Salesman and see how the story goes, and then learn about why it is called a tragedy. Yeah. Try to see who is the main character. Yeah. And what kind of issue that the main characters encounter in the story. Okay. Nah, another subgenre, yeah, is an heroic drama. Yeah, heroic drama, also called heroic tragedy. Yeah, the difference with the traditional tragedy, heroic drama, it has happy ending. Yeah, it has heroic of noble people, yeah, king or queen, but the ending is happy. Yeah, that's the difference. Yeah. In watching heroic drama, we agonize with the characters, yeah, but we know that everything will end well. Yeah. For example, Electra, yeah, by Sophocles. This story was more of a heroic drama than a mere tragedy, yeah, because it is ended happily. Yeah. And there is also some drama that is called heroic drama, even though it has sad ending. Yeah, because although it has sad ending, usually the ending has a positivistic worldview. Yeah, so it's a positive view. And then there is another movement. Yeah, we moved in the next genre, a movement of romantic drama. Yeah, and then it's appear in German, you see in the slide, and also in French, yeah, to celebrate the spirit of personal hope, yeah, the spirit of freedom, yeah. So heroic drama may not be about saving the world, yeah, but it about true love and other personal vision. The next genre is domestic drama, yeah. So with the enlightenment of 18th century and the age of progress in 19th century, the middle class was ascending due to developing industry and trades. Yeah, so you know middle class, those people in middle economy level. Yeah, so king and queen story, yeah, started to be given less attention. Yeah, and king has less significant roles in the society. Yeah, this new phenomena in the society is reflected in the theater. Yeah, because with the development of the Borges drama, yeah, that is basically about the domestic life of the Borges, yeah, or the middle class and their everyday life. Yeah, one example is the story by Henrik Ibsen, yeah, entitled A Doll House. Yeah. So this is domestic drama. The character is not, or the characters are not noble people, yeah, are not king and queen. It's more about everyday or ordinary people facing their everyday life, yeah. So the characteristic of domestic drama, yeah. So the characters should be middle class people, yeah. The theme is about trivial everyday life, yeah, not about stately affairs. Yeah. So the problems mentioned in the story is the problems with within the society, like struggles within a family, yeah, like dash hopes or a renewed determination. Yeah. The hero is not limited to a person. Yeah, it could be an entire group. Yeah, that's domestic drama. And then the other genre called melodrama. So melodrama emerged around 17th century and 18th century as the word mellow. Yeah, so it means a musical, yeah, drama or song drama. So the drama is completed with music. Yeah, and there are chord. Yeah, there are group of choir to support the story. Yeah. The characteristic of melodrama, yeah, so the audience is drawn into the action. Yeah, the issues are clear cut and there is a strong delineation of right and wrong. So you can definitely see which is right and which is wrong, yeah. And the characters are clearly recognizable, yeah, as being good or bad. Yeah, so you always know which one is the good character and which one is the bad character. So there is no gray area character that is in between. Yeah, because melodrama always have this, what is it, distinction. Yeah. So in melodrama, so you know the drama with music, it is usually exaggerated. Yeah. So the main character always living on the edge of danger, yeah, and the drama has a strong emphasis on suspense. The next genre is comedy. Yeah. So there is an example given here, The Barber of Seville. Yeah. Usually, comedy is a drama that ends in laughter. Yeah. Comedy is a fun drama made to inspire or to criticize something in a fun way. So comedy can be used to criticize something. Yeah. So the characteristic of comedy, it has a suspension of natural laws. Yeah. So it also has a contrast between social order and the individual. Yeah. What the law of social, what rules, yeah, and how the individual react to it. Yeah, there is a gap between that. So usually in performing comedy, the performer, they have to apply several techniques, yeah, like using verbal humor, a comedy of characters, and plot complication. Yeah. This is an example of comedy, yeah? A play entitled Much Ado About Nothing. Yeah. It is a performance that is most frequently performed, yeah, in modern times when Shakespearean comedy is just rising. Yeah. So Much Ado About Nothing, yeah, is a play that is romantically funny. Yeah. It is the love between Hero and Claudio, yeah, which is laughable. Yeah. So they never get a single chance to communicate unstaged until they get married. So actually the story is about how that their relationship lacks development and depth. So they end up merely as caricatures, exemplifying what people face in life when their relationships are internally weak. So the love between Benedict and Beatrice is amusing, because as initially their communication are very sparky and they hate each other. However, they all of a sudden make up and start loving each other. But it's in a fun way. There is also another types, tragic comedy. So tragic comedy is a combination of comedy and tragedy. It can be a tragedy with a happy ending, or it can be a tragedy with enough comic, that change the mood of the entire play. So serious and comic point of view are made for balanced portion in tragic comedy. But you have to remember that tragic comedy does not refer to a play which shifts from serious to comic and back to serious again. But actually, it is the fusion of comedy and tragedy. It's something that become one. One of the example is The Merchant of Venice. This is an example of tragic comedy. You may want to take a look to some literature about The Merchant of Venice if you want to know about why this story is called a tragic comedy. I'm gonna stop my presentation here because actually our topic today is more about the types of drama. So I'm gonna go back again to the what is it to the first slide. Maybe we start with serious theater. Remember, that the serious theater or serious drama, it has four types. The tragedy, the heroic drama, the domestic drama, and the melodrama. You have to remember the tragedy. It's the character always a king and queen or nobleman. Especially the traditional tragedy. And ends in a sad ending. But in heroic drama, it has a happy ending. That's the difference. In domestic drama, so the people or the characters are middle class, people, trying to explain their issue in their life. And melodrama is about involving music and song in the drama. So that's about serious drama. And then I already explained about other types of drama which is not as serious, like comedy, and the fusion between comedy and what is it, tragic, that we call as tragic comedy. There is also the fusion. So now you remember serious drama and not very serious drama. So serious drama, you know about tragedy, and you know about heroic drama, you know about melodrama, domestic drama. And then there is another different types of drama like comedy. And when comedy meets tragedy, we also have tragic comedy. Okay, class, I really hope you understand my explanation. Thank you very much. See you in the class.